14 out of 15. Okay, 14 out of 15 looks like that's all we're going to get today. Hello, everybody. We're live on 14 out of 15 channels. Probably I would assume it's the Twitter is being weird again. But we are live. I did get a notification here from YouTube. This country was built on greed, so blame poor leadership is the title of this video. Some people want to blame greed and say that greed needs to be reined in order for us to make the world a better place. I say we just need better leadership, because you can't erase greed. Okay, it's part of the human condition. You know, greed is what keeps many people, many human beings alive. For instance, let me give you an example. Let's say some greedy person is in Africa and starts hoarding water because they're greedy. And then there's a water shortage. Well, that greedy person is going to survive longer than other people. You see how greed is kind of like a built-in protection. You know, it's a defense mechanism. Humans have it, so do other animals. You know, I've seen dogs hoard food that they're not going to eat. You know, I've seen other wild animals do that too. Greed can be healthy. Now, I'm not saying greed is good. It sucks. Greed does suck. But I'm also saying it is definitely something that helps people survive, and there's a reason for it. Let me refresh the chat. I am 15 out of 15, but there's no chats coming through. So let me just go ahead and refresh that. Okay, we've got 4 people here. That's great. Not like it was yesterday when we had 12 or 13 right off the bat, but maybe those notifications aren't getting out there. Let me hear from you in the chat, guys. I haven't got any chats yet, so feel free to chat at me. Now I'm down to 2 people and no chats. No? Are we not going to get anybody to say anything in the chat at all? Nobody's going to bump the squid? It says I've only got 2 viewers. I guess I'll refresh the chat again. Let's try one more time. Okay, here we go. Now it says I have 3 viewers. Hey, Big Merc. What's up, buddy? There's a chat. Thank you for bumping the squid. Very good. Very good, sir. Very good. No one else is saying anything. You guys might know 98-year-old Henry Kissinger, who he is. He's the former Secretary of State. During the department... I'm sorry. He's former Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger said Ukraine must be prepared to give up territory in Russian peace talks. He warned of the risk of escalation unless peace negotiations start within the next 2 months. Ukraine has angrily rejected the suggestion that it could give up territory. See, how things were before. Kissinger's comments imply that Ukraine should accept a peace deal to restore the situation on February 24th, where Russia formally controlled the Crimea Peninsula and informally controlled part of the Donetsk region in East Ukraine, and I'm assuming Donbass as well. And Ukrainian officials have angrily opposed the idea that they should give the land back to Russia. Interesting, huh? It's only going to get worse, guys, and greed is going to perpetuate this war, because Ukraine's greedy, America's greedy, and they're not going to give up anything. And Russia ain't having it. Russia is sick of their greed. and they're sick of the way their people were being bombed in Donbass and the way their land was taken from them. And they're going to take it back. They're taking it back. You know, you can either support it or not. One thing's for sure is feeding into this war isn't going to help it at all on either side. There's a path out, but of course we're not going to take that path. So just prepare for higher gas prices, more supply chain screw-ups, you not being able to get what you need in the store, and you not being able to, you know, hold down a job because you can't afford to put gas in the tank of your car. Get ready for it. This is what we've all voted for. This is our poor leadership leading us down this path. This is who we voted for. So it's us. It's on us. The responsibility is ours to get rid of these idiots. The responsibility of ours was to elect Bernie Sanders and not Joe Biden. You know, he probably would have dealt with this situation much better. But this is what the Democrats wanted to do to us. This is what the Democrats wanted to do to themselves. And this is going to usher in another era of Trump, which it's already doing. He's gaining power as we speak. Right on, Michael. Good morning, Sean. Welcome to the show, guys. You're on the road, Merc. Henry Kissinger, man. Legendary statesman. You're going to believe him, or you're going to believe dumbass Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, who tell you, yeah, all we have to do is keep pouring money into this war. We'll win. We're going to win. We're going to win this war. You ain't going to win shit. You're going to get a lot of people killed so that people like you can make more money. That's all it is. We're not fighting for anything. We're just making people money. And it's not you, and it's definitely not me. Bye-bye, Marie. Thank you. Okay, so I retweeted some things so we could go through them today. Be a little bit more organized because of that on these topics. Profile, I'll pin this video to the profile. There we go. The concept that Today's Show have convinced my shit-lived mother that Bush and his entire family are heroes. Nobody liked that tweet, so we won't talk about that. Wouldn't it have been cool if before Joe Biden was elected, he would have actually warned us that we're going to have so much war, all of you will be sick of it? Like the way Donald Trump says, we're going to win so much, you're going to be sick of winning. Joe Biden should have said, we're going to war so much, you're all going to be sick of warring. You guys didn't like that one too much. I got 4 likes on that. The impact of sanctions on Russia is also being felt across Europe and America, where inflation is skyrocketing. But Kamala said the sanctions were so great. These are the greatest sanctions. These sanctions are so great. They're going to come back and bite us all in our cunts. They're so great. Oh yeah, they're great. We should talk about that. It got 3 likes and 2 retweets. I would hope that you guys would be a little bit more active on my Twitter feed than this. But I'll take the 3 likes and the 2 retweets. And I'll thank Nick Brown ahead of time because I'm sure he's one of them. Let's watch this video together though, shall we? Listen what this gentleman has to say.
Anti-Kremlin sanctions were meant to destroy the Russian economy, at least according to those who implemented them. What we're seeing instead is Russian export profits at an all-time high, and the ruble becoming the world's best performing currency.
It's almost like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are fighting for Russia, isn't it? Because that's what the sanctions did. It benefited Russia. Crazy, right? Okay, all right, let's go.
Many regular citizens in the European Union and the United States are being financially squeezed by spiraling inflation. In the United Kingdom, due to a 40-year high price spike, some people are facing a tough choice: pay for food or for heating their home.
We will see the new people are coming, even the people in the jobs, people are still working. And they're working full time, and they still need to use the food banks because of the cost of living. I would say, because everything is gone up. We're finding it difficult to buy stuff because everything, we don't have a motivation to cope.
So remember this next time you post a stupid little yellow and blue flag on your social media. Remember what this war is doing to you and to everybody around the world. Remember what Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's great, awesome, great sanctions are doing for you. Okay? Look.
Demand. We used to have about 250 people. Now it's grown up to 400 families. We give our token up to 400. You know, either we run out of the food or they run out of the queue.
Financial experts say the leaders in EU inflation rates are Baltic and Eastern European countries. Estonia is topping the chart with a whopping 19%. Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, and Romania are hovering
Look at
around
this.
14%.
You guys, these are inflation rates around the world. Let me bring this over for you. This is what we are doing with our sanctions. This is what our beautiful response, our great sanctions are doing for the entire planet. Now, I just want to say this True Black still has its terps. It's amazing. I'm really impressed. True Black Too Strong lives up to its name, bro. Smoke along with me, guys. Come on. Come on. Mount up.
Poland
Cheers.
are both at around 13. Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban has echoed those who have attributed the suffering of regular people to the anti-Russian sanctions. He's also said that the consequences could be a lot worse.
All sorts of ill-conceived measures, sanctions against Russia that destroy Hungarian agriculture are equivalent to an atomic bomb.
Across the Atlantic, Americans are also bracing for difficult times ahead due to 40-year high inflation. The USA, where most citizens cannot even imagine their lives without a car, is undergoing somewhat of a shock due to skyrocketing fuel prices.
Look at those prices behind me. That is not a joke. That is the actual gas prices now. Over $7 for a gallon of gas. We are being pumped from behind from dirty Biden gas right now. Look at that.
Biden gas.
That's not a joke, people. That is your actual
true.
gas prices
It's true.
of today.
It is his
Biden
fault.
Inflation. Where's all that
It's true.
money going? To Ukraine for hush money.
It's true.
Hunter.
So,
It's true.
who is winning the sanctions war? More EU countries are folding to Moscow's
Well said.
demands to pay for its
That guy was
resources
obviously
in
a Trump
rubles.
supporter, but he was
Almost
right.
Everything that Russia exports around the world has become a lot more expensive. And those exports that are waived by Europe, the UK, or the United States are being welcomed with open arms at Asian markets and boosting the continent's economies.
Why can't I? Why won't this play?
Plans to pay for its resources in rubles. Almost everything that Russia exports around the world has become a lot more expensive. And those exports that are waived by Europe, the UK, or the United States are being welcomed with open arms at Asian markets and boosting the continent's economies.
Did you hear that? The Asian markets are accepting the Russian goods, and they're boosting the Russian economy. So Russia just changed who they're doing business with. That's all they had to do. While we've got nothing over here, and Europe's got nothing, no one to help them out. And the Asian markets don't give a shit about us. This is where we are. This is what we've done to ourselves. And, you know, if you keep supporting these leaders that are waving the blue and yellow flag in your face and blinding you with blue and yellow instead of allowing you to see the red, which is our economy, going into the tank, then they're doing their job. They're doing exactly what they're designed to do, what we've elected them to do. We've elected them to make themselves rich. Because we've known all along that that's what these moronic politicians do. And if you want to be like my mother and have a blind eye to, certain politicians or certain factions or whoever your team is, then you're going to be just as susceptible to it when it hits you. And it's going to hit everybody. It might not have gotten to you yet. It's gotten to us. And, we've got cash. And let me tell you something. When my mom goes to the grocery store, she comes back and says, they didn't have this, they didn't have this, they didn't have that. It's already affecting us. And those items are going to become more and more scarce, and you're going to have less and less choices. And it's going to drive, as an American, it's going to drive you crazy because you're used to those choices. But, keep supporting the blue and yellow, man. Keep supporting the war. Keep supporting the Biden administration. Keep telling them to take your money out of your children's mouths and put it in the form of ammunition so it can puncture the heart of another Russian soldier. Because that's so important for us. It's so important to kill another Russian. Right, 9? My 9? I got my 9? Right? Who's my 9? I got Brap. I got Big Merc. Who else? Who's my 9? I got Brap. I got Big Merc. Who's my other 7? I've got 8. Okay. I got Brap. I got Big Merc. Who's my other 6? Who's my other 6? I got Brap. I got Big Merc. Who's my other 6? Huge audience response today. Amazing. Making nothing but sense. Tying it all together for you in a nice, pretty packaged gift of information explosion on your smart device. And only 8 of you want to accept my gifts. Where are they? I don't know, man. I don't know why it's so hard for people to show up. I mean, notifications went out, bro. It's so hard for people to just click on a link. Yeah. All notifications, bro. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notifications went out on 4 channels. So, if you're not following all of my YouTube channels, you're not going to get those notifications, man, because the main channel, I don't think the main channel notifies. I don't know. Never heard that noise before. Doogie Styles. Okay, we've got 3 people that are willing to say hello. Hey, Doogie Styles, what's up, buddy? Anybody else want to tell me that they're here right now? In the chat? I got Big Merc, I got Brap, I got Doogie. I've only got 3 people in my chat right now. 3 people. It says 11, but I can only get 3 of you to give me confirmation that you're here. So I only have 3 viewers, guys? Scott, Hey, Scott's here. Scott Benoit, what's up? Woodchuck Montrose. Hey, Sean. Hey, there's Sean. Look at that. Okay, that's... I got Big Merp. I got Doogie, Brat, Big Merc, Sean, Woodchuck, Scott. That's 6 out of 11. Who's the other 5 people? Who are the other 5 people that are here watching the show? Say something in my chat. Unless you're banned or you're blocked, I understand that you're still watching and you can't talk. Cool. Maybe it's 5 people that are blocked. That's cool. They'd still show up here even if they were blocked. It's just we won't see their chat. Okay, so 5 blocked people. And hey, Joey Maloney on the moon. Joseph is here. Brap, right? I couldn't have said it better myself. It's a tiny little bag and it's not smelly. It's just some papers and stuff. So, I think it's okay. You won't even notice it at the bottom of the next garbage bag. You know, dude, for me to take the garbage out, it's almost as much of a pain in the ass as it was in the California house. But in the California house, it was an even bigger pain in the ass. I mean, here it's a long walk. There it wasn't a long walk. There I had to walk to the garbage can, right? Which was not that far. Go down the stairs, outside. Okay, boom. Garbage can right by near the door, right? Back that thing out, roll it over to my truck, which was 15 feet away, right? And if it wasn't really too heavy, I just picked the whole garbage can up and put it in the back of the Roxer, you know, and Jeep it on down. So I was like, yeah, that's not that hard. That's not a big deal. I would do that, you know, once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks or so. My garbage can didn't fill up that much. But here... Oh, and then take it. Yeah, and I get in the Jeep, and then I have to drive it a mile, you know, a mile and a third, and drop it off where I would drop the garbage off. It wasn't a mile, was it? No, it wasn't a mile. Take it like a half mile down the road and drop it off. Okay, that's a pain in the ass. But out here, man, I gotta walk like 200, 300 fucking feet, bro. I gotta go on a hike. There's no quad. There's no Jeep. You know, there's no skateboard. That's what I fucking need is a skateboard, bro. Fucking skate this motherfucker. Whack, whack, whack. Whack, 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 whack. Ollie. McTwist. What? I can't do a McTwist. No, I can't. Christ air. Ah! Need a golf cart. Dude, both of you said need a golf cart. Look, man, I'm just saying it's a long ass walk, and I can't take time out from this show to go dump garbage while I've got 12 people live watching me, because it would be just as bad as me going to go walk the dog when I go to walk the dog. And, you know, sometimes he takes 10 minutes. I don't know. It'd take me a long time to walk to the end of the drive. I'd be jogging, too. I would totally jog it, and it would still take me like probably 3 minutes or 4 minutes to get there and back. It's too far. It's too fucking far. The garbage is too far away. That's all I'm saying. And I just can't, you know. It's a good thing I came from that California thing where garbage was a real pain in the ass. Because this is like, actually, it's really not that bad. It's not as bad. You know? Not compared to having to throw a garbage can in the back of a truck and drive it down the road. Think about that. You know? Some of you guys, when you want your mail, you just go out your front door, and some of you just go to your front door and it's right there on the floor mat inside your house. Some of you. Me, I had to drive, you know, a mile or two to go get my mail when I wanted to get my mail. So I didn't do it every day. That was a pain in the ass too, man. This is nice. This comes right to the house. Mail comes right here, man. There were some things about living rurally, you know, that I didn't like, that I thought were obnoxious, and I was like, being a guy from the city, you know, not the city, but you know, from the suburbs and shit, you're used to a certain level of service, you know, from the city, and or the county, and you know, you show up out there rurally and you realize you don't have any support. There's no garbage pickup, there's no mail, the police take longer to get there, fire department's further. Well, luckily where I was, the fire department was actually really close. There's a fire department right around the corner from my house, which we're all thankful for in that neighborhood. But, you know, police, you want to get an ambulance, you know, best of luck. No guardrails on the roads. You know, luckily they did come out with a snow plow. You know, and they would plow the snow, and they'd salt when there was ice. They would salt the roads and shit. That, we were thankful for that, because everything's on a slope up there. You know, you start sliding, your car's not going to stop. It's not flat like Florida. You know. Mays has a Rolls-Royce pickup truck that he only uses to check the mail. Mays. Oh, Nays. Sorry, Oda. Has your mom thinking this war is moral or something? That war is moral. Yeah. You know, because she sits there and chit chats with George Bush's daughter. You know, whatever her name is. And then George Bush's daughter goes out on aircraft carriers and glorifies American imperialism. You know, I'm going to go spend the night on an aircraft carrier tonight, and I get to meet 2,500 soldiers, men and women that are fighting for this country. And you're just like, ugh. And my mom is sitting there beaming. And then I find out, you know, I'm listening to George Bush's daughter, and I say to my mom, I'm like, you know, George Bush just kind of outed himself for being a war criminal. No, he did not. I'm like, 1 million dead Iraqis, Mom. 1 million dead Iraqis. I don't care. I'm like, well, I care about 1 million dead Iraqis. And it was George Bush that did it. No, he did not. Look, you guys, I'm just going to take some license here. I'm going to take a little license here. And I happen to know that there is electric nose hair trimmers in my bathroom right now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I got some good vibrations going on inside. Full disclosure on you get full disclosure on this podcast. Man, I should remember to do that, like in the bathroom. I know, but I forget. And then it's like on an as-needed basis. I'm like, I got one of them errant hairs that needs care. Taking care of your parents. Much respect. Oh, well, I wouldn't say I'm taking care of them, but at least I'm here for them, you know? Skateboard. Hey, don't laugh at me on a skateboard, bro. I can skate, bro. I can skate on a skateboard, bro. You guys seen those skateboards? They're motorized, and you don't even see the freaking motor, and the skateboard is the battery. Have you guys seen this? And they go through the dirt, and they ride over grass and shit like nothing. Have you guys seen these? Patrick John Welder. He's got Elon Musk as his avatar. So many countries that have freedoms. People really think we are the only ones. Me, I don't have to leave my apartment complex, right? Yeah, the electric skateboards, right? Oh, you guys are finally commenting on the level of comfort that we have here. Yeah, that's all going away, guys. Little at a time. It's, you always think shit's gonna come back. You're always like, yeah, things are gonna come back. It's gonna get better. Things are gonna get better. All we have to do is just wait it out, and eventually things are gonna start getting better again. When has it started getting better for you? I mean, in the last 5 years? At what point do you ever remember a time where, oh yeah, things are turning around, things are looking up? I think it's important to remember where we were several years ago and look at that and compare to where we are today. It's so important. Do you know that there's a guy, he denies climate? He says the earth warms and it cools, like Donald Trump. There's a scientist, he says this, and he goes out and he debates people. And I was watching one of his debates, and I was thinking, today, this was like, he was debating people like 12 years ago. Today they produce satellite imagery that shows the lakes are drying up, the rivers are drying up, polar ice caps are melting, glaciers are shrinking. We can see it, and it's not getting any better. We can literally see it. And someone like that would say that, these are all cycles, and you're like, show me the up cycle. Show me the rehabilitative, I think, cycle that's building back the ice and filling the lakes back up. Let me know when you see that. It warms and it cools and it's gonna get warm again. It's a cycle. The earth, it's a cycle. Are you all gonna vote for me? 2021, what year is it? 2020, 2024 election? You gonna vote for me? I'm gonna have to start working on my Donald Trump. I'm gonna have to start working on my Donald Trump impersonation again. I'm gonna have to work on my Donald Trump. I'm gonna have to show my teeth and talk like this and do this a lot and go bigly. Bigly. We're very good. Very good. Bigly. Very bigly. We're gonna have to do rallies, lots of rallies, and the people, they're gonna come out. That's my African American out there. Hey, it's my African American. And the people. Isn't that weird, hearing me say that? That's my African American friend over there. He literally said that at a rally. Doesn't that sound weird? That shit works for him though, man. He's got a lot of people of color in this country that support him. Crazy, right? Ben Carson. What's up with that dude? Candace Owens. Is it I want to say Bo Jackson? Was that his name? The guy's running for I think he's already won or he's winning. He's a football player. What was his name? I forget. Not Bo Jackson. I can't think of the guy's name. I don't know. You guys don't know either, do you? Oh no, but I'm going to smoke this bong and forget about it. I'm going to forget about all of it. I'm forgetting everything right now. Cheers. Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's his name, right? Herschel Walker. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Doogie. Herschel Walker. I mean, remember Herman Cain before he died from going to a Trump rally? Boy, oh boy, all of these big pharma companies better hope somebody doesn't come out with a cure for COVID. Hey, let me hear from you. Give me a 5 in the chat. If they came out with a vaccine, a cure for COVID, would you take it? Give me a 5 in the chat if you would take a vaccine that cures COVID, that's been proven safe and effective and cures COVID. Who would take that vaccine? Give me a 5. Give me a 5 in the chat right now. I'll start. There's my 5. Are you all right? How's your wrist?
It's a little bit better, but it still hurts.
It still hurts.
The wrist is, the pain is from here.
Yeah, that's where I was getting pain when right here, doing push-ups. That's why I'm taking it easy. I just said. Hey, I just said, proven safe and effective to cure COVID. Who would take a vaccine? I just said that. I said proven. Why are you repeating what I just said? So instead of repeating what I just said, once again, if there was a vaccine that cured COVID and it was proven to work and it was proven safe and effective, how many of you would take it? Big Merc. Thank you, buddy. I'm really worried about my chat right now. Because now I realize I shouldn't be doing this show at all for y'all. Not one of you is going to hit 5 except for Merc. It really? The greatest invention known to mankind, the vaccine. One comes out, it cures COVID, it's proven safe and effective. And none of you would take it? Except for Merc. Oh, Doogie would. Oh, Doogie would. Oh, Brap would. Woodchuck would. I don't understand what's taking so long for you guys to answer. I was really concerned about you. It's unbelievable. And this is exactly how humanity is going to get wiped out. Now, I asked you how many of you were here before. There were a few people, and I believe we got, 7 people to say that they were here watching? And out of, let's just say there's 8 people, 7 people here right now. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So probably around half of you would take a vaccine that's proven safe and effective, that's proven to cure COVID. I said safe, it's not going to hurt you. Oh, except for the little needle prick that you get, and maybe a little soreness, tenderness for a few days after the injection. Cure COVID. cure COVID, not a COVID vaccine. I didn't say that. I said cure it. How many of you would get it? I don't understand why so many of you are afraid. Now I'm just going to ask you, for those of you that did not press the number 5 in my chat, why wouldn't you get a vaccine that's proven safe and effective and proven to cure COVID? Why wouldn't you get that vaccine? It's amazing right now. So let me hear from you why you wouldn't do that. Big Merc says it would just be one more shot on your vaccination chart when you're a kid. Dude, I don't know how many vaccinations they give kids today. I don't know how many different things kids are vaccinated for. I have no idea. So this is what I'm going to assume, because nobody has said anything. I'm going to assume that these are all people that are blocked that are watching the show. Because I said, tell me why you wouldn't get it, and not a single person could respond. Okay, so it seems like everybody that can respond basically said, except for 2 people, Sean is one of them. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. Hey, Orca. Why wouldn't you give me a 5 in the chat, bro? Why wouldn't you take a vaccine that's proven safe and effective and to cure COVID? You want to keep spreading disease around for humanity? I'm just kind of wondering, where's your brain at? Let me know. I have a feeling that some of you might also be behind, like lagging, like way behind. You need to catch up. You need to like click the button that allows you to catch up. I can't remember. You move the fader all the way forward so you're live again. Go to the live. Is there a button that says live and you click it and it goes live or something? I don't know. I think some of you guys are behind. I don't know what's going on here.
Where the hell is my screwdriver?
Which one?
It's missing.
Yeah, I lost it. It fell off. I was out in the yard using it. It just slipped off. It was in the grass. I didn't know where it was. I looked everywhere. I couldn't find it.
You didn't have it snapped in.
Right. Well,
That's it.
luckily, there's more of those. We can get. I've got some out in the garage, so I'll bring one in.
That's my screwdriver that I use for everything.
I'll buy you a new one. How's that? I'll get you the exact same one.
Wanted to.
You don't want any. Oh, okay. Sorry. She's pissed, man. She's so pissed about that. The fucking screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, that we have a million of.
That's not going to do it.
me your pillows. Grab the one you need. Grab them both. I'll find you another replacement head for it, or I'll get you a new one for $9. I'll buy it right now. It'll be here today. What do you think about that? It's called a screwdriver bit set. Damn, they got all kinds. Ratcheting screwdriver. That'd be nice. Tomorrow. Phillips slotted torque square bits. Super nice. That driver, multi-bit. Boom. Proceed to check out. Tomorrow. Fastest delivery. For now. Presada. Boom. Done. My cat is keeping my feet warm. Just saying. Do you know where our $40 billion is going? It's going to this thing right here, to the other side of this thing. You know what that is? That's what destroys our $40 billion every day. We're bringing weapons out there so that Russia can take these giant guns and just blow it up. And this is what Russia is doing to our equipment all day long, with our money all day long. Just so you know where your precious money's going, everybody. I think it's really important that you guys see this, because this is how they dispose of your $40 billion that should be going to, you know, assist us over here, instead of prolonging a war that we're not going to stop. Your text has a big lag. Yeah, I know, man. I'm sitting here like... You ordered the screwdriver? I ordered 2. And I'm not going to tell her either. Because she doesn't care. She's just like, she just wants to be mad at me, you know, or something that, you know, is so insignificant. She acted like when I gave her a flathead and a Phillips, she acted like that couldn't work for what she needed. She needed one screwdriver that did both. So I bought two. I figure one or the other's gonna do the job. You know, it's got the reversible Phillips flathead. It's got a ratcheted handle. It's nice, man. I got two of them, two different kinds. So destructive. I know me. I'm gonna end up going out in that fucking yard and walking through that grass and trying to find that little thing. And I'm sure we've got another one in the garage laying around somewhere. It's just the reversible hex. Phillips on one side. I've seen a million of them. Phillips on one side, flathead on the other. That's what I lost. I lost that little piece. Fits in any hex handled screwdriver, Anyway, what's up, Karen? Here's a great article. 1 year after Russia annexed Crimea, locals prefer Moscow to Kiev. Do you understand what that means? It means the people that they annexed are appreciative of it and appreciate the Russian rule. It's got 1 like on my Twitter feed. I think I'll pin that one in my profile. Someone just retweeted it. Thank you. I think it's amazing how many people there are on Twitter that have decided to use Elon Musk's bald head as their avatar. There's a lot of us out there. I bet you Thunderfoot would be proud. I should tweet at Thunderfoot and I'd be like, yo, bro, do you realize how many people are using this type of avatar for their Twitter handles now? You should feel like you've accomplished something. I wouldn't know anything about Elon Musk if it weren't for Thunderfoot. Thunderfoot has completely exposed Elon Musk. And because I watch a lot of Thunderfoot stuff. So I'd probably think he was some kind of a genius too, if I didn't watch Thunderfoot. Do you need that table? Do you need the table? Because I could take my guitar off of there.
No, that's okay. The camera winning?
What's that?
Camera, I mean?
Yeah, no, not on you.
Oh, okay. No, I'm fine.
No, camera's not on you.
Oh, I'm fine.
It's on me. Like it always is.
All right, I'm fine.
what is your take about Joe Biden's speech towards China yesterday? I think it's a gaffe. You know, he's a serial gaffer. You know, he's just a fuck up dude. He's a clown. Everybody knows it. You know, everybody just waits for his next screw up. And it's gonna come. You know, and it might start World War III. Oh well. I'm reminded of that Genesis video. Did you read the news today? What song is that? 2 minutes. The Land of Confusion. And this is the world we're given. Oh, right? So I think of Ronald Reagan, you know, faltering in his mind, being president of the United States and having his hand on that button, that nuke button, you know. And I think of this guy. Or I think of the last guy. These guys are maniacs. You know, think of Putin. I mean, if somebody's going to launch a nuke, who do you think it's going to be? Who do you think is going to be the first person to launch the nuke? What do you guys think? Tell me in the chat. What country do you think is going to launch the first nuke? If it happens. Or do you think that it won't happen? Do you think that everyone is just going to refrain? Do you think someone's going to do it? I mean, who has pushed the is everything all right? Oh, you're waiting for your who has pushed the limit the furthest of any other country with aggression? Who's crossed that line? I do believe that the United States is the only country to use an atomic weapon against another country. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I do believe the United States is the only one to have ever done it. So, oh, look who's up and around now. Where have you been, Bees? Beazle, you're so cute. Your face is so cute. Begging Beazle. Begging Beazle's the cutest Beazle. Oh, look at the puppy face. I'm sitting there staring at Rogan because he's so cute. So I bought 3 cans of paint from this company, and not any of them sprayed paint. None of them worked. I had to use a sprayer from another can, from another company, different kind of sprayer nozzle. Rip theirs off because theirs wouldn't press down and work. I don't know. Crazy, huh? 3 cans. And go back and give them 1 star and give them a bad review and say, I bought 3 cans and none of them worked. So, 1 star for you. Crazy, huh? Fix your shit. Free market and all. Alright, well listen, man, I'd keep going. I would, man. I would do this all day if you guys were just a little more interactive, if my audience was a little bit more, in attendance. But they're not, and you're not. So I love you guys. Take care. Enjoy your days. I'll see you this afternoon. Hopefully, maybe people will be more into having a show or not. I don't know. We'll see. Bye, guys.